What's up, my fellow adult collectors, and welcome to SeViLion Collectibles.
Disclaimer, the voiceover for this video was created using AI software, but it is still mimicking my own voice. Over the years, I've answered most of the questions people have asked about my collection. You've got questions like when I started, what I collect, where I get my stuff, and even how I got into collecting the things I do. With all that, there's one question that I've yet to answer. Why do I collect? That's the question I'm going to be focusing on in this video.
If this is your first time on my channel, hi, my name is SeViL, and here I'd like to discuss action figures and other collectibles based on my favorite movies, TV shows, and video games. If you find this video enjoyable or informative, please give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
As a child of the 80s and 90s, the simplest and most straightforward answer is nostalgia. However, upon deeper reflection, it's a lot more than that. Growing up, I loved being able to have some sort of physical representation of my favorite cartoons, TV shows, and movies of the time. Although it wasn't really just stuff from that era, because reruns of older cartoons and shows were also quite prominent in my choices of entertainment. Those choices ranged from DC properties like Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman, along with Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, Knight Rider, and of course, the World Wrestling Federation. Getting into the 90s, DC remained a prominent place in my entertainment catalog, alongside newcomers such as Power Rangers and VR Troopers. Being able to hold and play with action figures and vehicles from those fantastical worlds helped me feel closer to and more immersed in them. Whether it was recreating the stories I saw on TV, or making up all new ones, having the toys helped me feel more and more connected to my favorite characters. I remember seeing a meme some years back that pretty much perfectly captured my experience with collecting action figures. It stated I didn't grow up. I just upgraded my toys. That is almost exactly my personal experience with the hobby. It's always been a part of my life. But it's not the specific toys that I'm connected to. It's the characters, the ideas, the stories. It's what the figures represent to me internally and emotionally. Growing up, I collected many prominent lines, including many by Kenner, Superpowers, Knight Rider, and Ghostbusters, plus the Playmates Ninja Turtles series. Continuing into the 90s, I also added in Power Rangers, Spider-Man, and X-Men, along with wrestling figures from both WWF and DuckW. Most of what I collect even now are just extensions from these lines of my teenage years. For the most part, these are the characters and stories that have stuck with me the longest. A lot of what I own now, especially with DC, wrestling, and Power Rangers, are modernized recreations of these types of figures. For me, one of the most fascinating aspects of collecting action figures is connecting my past experiences with the present, having new, more advanced, and more detailed versions of action figures from the past alongside fresh, newly designed characters from today's popular favorites is simply exhilarating. Whether it's acquiring an entirely new Superman figure that stands out from the previous ones, or even finding an exceptionally cool figure representing a new character, there's nothing quite like the sensation I experience when I open up a brand new package. It's my absolute favorite form of artistic expression. There are individuals who prefer decorating their living spaces with thoughtfully selected paintings, posters, or canvases that convey the message: live, laugh, love. But for me, this is my personal playground where I can indulge in my passions and interests, and possibly even develop an undeniable obsession. To have a spacious shelf brimming with Superman collectibles, a detailed diorama covered in intricate Ninja Turtles, an extensive case stocked with cherished wrestling figures, and a multifaceted wall adorned with iconic Power Rangers gear is just the kind of eclectic mixture that uniquely defines who I am in one way or another. So, what about all of you guys? Why do you find yourself collecting these things? Have you done so since your childhood days, much like me? Or did you genuinely only begin collecting in adulthood? Perhaps you have stopped and restarted at various points in your journey, or you just took a brief break here and there. Let me know in the comments below.